All right, we're waking up to some fog this morning. Here's Clay with more.
Yeah, that's right, Michelle. We are dealing with some pretty thick fog out there. So if you are traveling out, just be mindful of that. This is North Georgia Toyota. Now, if you wake up with us a lot, you know that Walnut Avenue runs right here. And you can't see it at all. You can't see the stoplight. So this fog is very thick, probably close to 0 miles in visibility across parts of North Georgia. So again, be mindful of that. It's going to be your primary concern out there. We have dense fog advisories in effect for our entire area. So visibility could drop below 1/4 mile at times. So do what you can to be safe out there this morning. If you need to leave the house a few extra minutes, probably not a bad option, because look at this. I mean, we're talking visibility anywhere from 0 to 1 mile here across parts of North Georgia. Not as thick in parts of southeast Tennessee, but again, just give yourself a little extra time out there. Temperatures are in the 50s, so it's a mild start. And yesterday was dreary. We're starting off today dreary, but I do think later on in the day we'll get a few peaks of sunshine. Still going to be a lot of clouds out there, but with that sunshine peeking through, we should get back into the mid to maybe upper 60s. And then we're going to have a high impact event coming in Friday and a Saturday. Rainfall amounts keep trending upwards with this system. It's going to move a little bit slower. We're going to have strong gradient winds up to 35 miles per hour, maybe even a few strong storms. And as of now, I'm thinking anywhere from about 2 to 4 inches of rain with locally higher amounts possible with this system. Let's track it all out. Again, we're not quite in range for high resolution model guidance, but we still have an idea of when the rain may begin. Notice your time stamp there. Friday morning may have a couple showers starting to move into the area. I don't think it's going to be a washout Friday morning, but as the day progresses, we're going to see more and more of that rain coming in from the west. And by Friday night, that's when that axis of heavy rain starts to show up here across parts of the Tennessee Valley. And that's where we could really put it down and possibly have some flash flooding concerns. So Friday night into Saturday morning, and there could be a secondary low that develops Friday night, which would allow the rain to kind of hang on longer during the day on Saturday. So we may not clear out until late in the afternoon. So again, this is going to be a pretty prolonged rainfall event. The overnight model guidance with the European picking up 3 to 4 inches here across our coverage area. Look at that though, the American model or the GFS up to 6 inches locally. So we could see some pretty high rainfall amounts. Again, not everyone going to see that much, but there's going to be some localized areas that could get upwards of 4, 5, maybe 6 inches of rain. But on average, I'm thinking, 2 to 3 inches, 2 to 4 inches here in that yellow shade here across the Tennessee Valley, which is still a lot of rain. We didn't have a whole lot in December. This will be more than we picked up the entire month, and we are going to have that threat for some flooding across northwest Georgia, southeast Tennessee, and north Alabama. So I think that'll be our primary concern, but we also have a marginal risk for some severe storms. It looks like gusty winds going to be the primary threat with this system, in part to some of that heavy rain as well. So we'll have to watch that pretty closely as we get into Friday night. So certainly stay with us throughout the week. And of course, we'll track out that system throughout the day on Friday and into Saturday morning. But today, dense morning fog, a little bit of clearing later, mild temperatures in the 60s. Tonight, we'll have temperatures dropping back into the 40s, some patchy fog possible once again. And then looking ahead to your next 7 days, cloudy again tomorrow, slim chance of a shower. And then Friday into Saturday, that's when we're going to have that heavy rain potential. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's a little bit cooler. We'll have some sunshine peeking back out. Plus, we'll have I guess some January-like temperatures, if you want to call it that.